Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwabner. Welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the great pleasure of meeting with Ken Valor. He's the co-founder and president of the Valor Group. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Gerhard. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit, how did the Valor Group come about?
So first off, I'll just say we're a sales effectiveness organization, Gerhard. We work with business-to-business sales teams to measurably improve performance of their people. I mean, essentially, we help salespeople to sell more. That's our mantra. And I co-founded this with my son, Nick, about 4 years ago. And both of us had spent our careers selling. Nick had over a decade of sales experience. I have 30 years of experience selling. We've held just about every role. I mean, between us, whether it's BDR, inside sales, outside enterprise, calling on small, medium market, outside sales, calling on the enterprise market, global, domestic organizations, channel sales, I mean, you name it. So we bring a wealth of experience and we love sales effectiveness and sales strategy. And we formed the company about 4 years ago, and we did a bit of a soft launch. So anyone watching this might be saying, "Oh, I've never heard of the Valor Group." And to date, it's a little bit on purpose. We kind of wanted to fly under the radar. And the reason being, we have a unique approach around selling. We have a fresh approach, which we'll talk about. And we created our content. We created this approach, and we wanted to prove it out. So we took it out to market, like I said, kind of flying under the radar. And we secured some pretty big business with some pretty large companies. So we're working inside 3 Fortune 30 companies, for example.
So what is your differentiator?
In this area of sales effectiveness, sales training, everyone's seen the research. Like there's the companies out there, Gartner's, Forrester's, Harvard, that's publishing research on commercial and enterprise buying trends and trends in terms of what it means for salespeople. And so we saw the same research. Okay, there's more information available. Customers are getting further through their buying process before they engage a seller. They want co-created solutions. There's multiple stakeholders. I think the last I saw was 11.2 in an enterprise sale, and certainly more than one in even a small, medium business sale. And so when we looked at the research here, Harvey, we said, okay, everyone's spotting the same research. But what we didn't see, well, what are the sales effectiveness organizations teaching people to do differently or more effectively because of that research? And we didn't see anything fresh or modern. What we saw was a lot of the same content, a lot of the same approaches. We said, you know what? There's an implication of this research to how sellers behave. And let's use that as our basis for forming our company. And that's how we launched the company, and we created an approach to selling that's really founded on filling that gap. What we also saw in the market, Gerhard, is a lot of companies traditionally just leading with, well, we've got a workshop and we've got a program. Oh, you have that need? Okay, here's a workshop for you. It's not our approach at all, the Valor Group. We're going to start first with that go-to-market strategy. We're going to look at, okay, well, what is the issue? We had a customer this morning. Their issue is their pipeline is bigger than it needs to be. It's a problem. Why? Because not everything in their pipeline is real. And they realize that. So how do they better qualify opportunities and move them out of their pipeline? And how do they increase the velocity of those opportunities that are real through their pipeline? Well, we're going to approach that customer first by understanding those needs. And then we're going to say, okay, what are the implications? What do you need your sellers thinking? How do they work differently? How do they sell differently? Once we define that, Gerhard, then we can go look at our content. Yes, we have great content, great approach to selling, very modern, but we don't lead with that. We lead with what do you need to do, and what do you need your salespeople doing differently, more effectively to drive your strategy or address your business needs. Let's start with that.
So when it comes to performance, are there any sort of disciplines that you can share with the audience that are different from all the other sales training that's out there?
There's a couple areas that we really emphasize. In a lot of traditional sales training, there's an emphasis on what we would term late stage selling. The sales success today is really based on how you perform in early stage selling, how you approach a customer in the first place, why you're approaching them, how you get in the door and create demand instead of just having leads come to you. I've never been happy as a seller, hoping that I make my number, based off of the number of leads I get from the company. I'm proactively looking at my market and my accounts, and I'm proactively going after specific targeted companies with key messages, going after key stakeholders and I'm driving demand as opposed to waiting for it to be created for me. That's a big emphasis. So early stage selling, Gerhard, is a very significant part of our approach. And there's a whole bunch of capabilities that are required there. Another area is really middle stage selling. It's totally overlooked. And I don't know of another methodology out there that pays attention to it. To us, it's critical. And what that means is an early stage of the output of an early stage conversation or set of conversations is an opportunity. So you have an opportunity. Most salespeople, in my experience, they can't wait, especially with CRMs today, can't wait to get the proposal. So they have an opportunity and the customer's saying, wow, that sounds great. Hey, can you provide us some information? Give us a proposal. Salespeople, what do? They jump the proposal. Well, what did they just do based off of the research? They just stepped over 10 other stakeholders who are going to be influencing the deal without having conversations with them. And by the way, now they're working from behind. So in our approach, we're looking very heavily at your solution strategy and your sales strategy and the middle stage. And that's where we co-create solutions with our customers. It's not just throw the proposal over the fence. This is where we're co-creating solutions, working with our customers, driving engagement and alignment.
Well, thank you, Ken. For anybody who would like to get more information, your website is thevalorgroup.com, correct? Do you have a white paper that you may offer or something?
Yes, if they actually go, we've published a number of blogs and we're in the process, and as part of our harder launch and more formal launch, we're going to continue to publish more blogs, some articles and papers that they can follow. So please, check out the website, follow us on LinkedIn, and absolutely, please feel free to reach out for a conversation.